Hi, we are excited to announce the public preview of Microsoft Copilot for Azure. Azure builds on the core benefits of MySQL. With Azure Database for MySQL Flexible Server poised as our flagship offering, we continue to make numerous investments to make it performant, compliant, secure, and intelligent. To ensure all our users have detailed information on how to configure and enable new features for Azure Database for MySQL Flexible Server, we have a host of documentation tutorials put up on Microsoft Learn. But this has really overwhelmed our users with the amount of information that is available online, leading to an information and cognition overload. With this, I would like to introduce Microsoft Copilot for Azure, with which you can unlock the merits of Azure Database for MySQL with your AI companion. With Microsoft Copilot for Azure Database for MySQL, you can discover new Azure Database for MySQL functionality. You can also get tailored insights and troubleshoot with ease. Last but not the least, you can get expert advice without opening an Azure support ticket. Next, let's take a look as to how can you interact with the Microsoft Copilot for Azure. You simply need to go to the Azure portal and click on the Copilot tab on the top menu bar of Microsoft Azure portal. This opens up the Copilot conversational bot. The first query that I want to pose to the bot is, which feature can help enhance the throughput for business critical service tier in Azure Database for MySQL Flexible Server? As you can see, the Copilot is working on a response covering through the Microsoft Learn content. The Copilot has now returned an answer where it clearly calls out accelerated logs as the feature that can help enhance the throughput and gives a short summarized version of the feature. Next, it also returns a set of follow-up prompts that I can use to further converse with the Copilot. Next, I want to learn how can I enable the accelerated logs feature. The Copilot is set to work, and it now returns a set of 5 simple steps that I can follow to enable accelerated logs on the Azure portal, literally on the fly. In addition to discovering new Azure Database for MySQL functionality, you can also troubleshoot with the Copilot. The next question that we want to pose here is, how can we troubleshoot the replication lag for Azure Database for MySQL? As you can see, the Copilot has returned a few steps with which you can troubleshoot. It has also returned certain factors that can affect replication lag. Lastly, let's take a look as to how can we get expert advice on optimizing an Azure Database for MySQL flexible workload. And the question that we pose here is, how can I optimize my Azure Database for MySQL workload's performance? The Copilot here has returned a few suggestions as to how we could either enable slow query logs to identify performance issues. It also calls using connection pooling, adding retry logic to handle application errors, or enabling read replication to mitigate failovers. This is just a small subset of queries that you can pose to the Copilot, but the opportunities are limitless. We do encourage you to give it a try and let us know. The links to resources are available here. Thanks, everyone. Do give Azure Copilot a try.